Hi, beautiful millionairesses. How are we? I'm so excited for this training. Oh my gosh. Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna invite you ladies on. Give you a minute to get set up. As you're coming on, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm going to make this training very customized to you and what you're kind of going through based off of your worthiness and your money mindset. So good morning, looking forward to this. Hey Katrina, how are you? I'm so glad. This is one of my favorite things to teach. So I'm so excited that I was asked to pop in here and share this yummy goodness with you ladies. So I'll just dive in, and as you guys, I see the number coming up and up, so as you ladies are coming on, say hello and we'll dive in. I'll do a brief intro as you guys are coming on, and then we'll jump right in. El Paso, Texas, hello, hello. San Diego, that is my dream location. I'm in Canada, Toronto, Canada, and my dream is to one day either live there full-time or at least have like a vacation home there where I can live there part-time of the year. Hello, everybody. Okay, cool. You ladies are hopping on. Great. Let's dive in. I'll do a brief intro on who I am, what tapping is, what this training is going to look like, and then we'll take it from there. So, in case you've never seen me before, my name is Rachel Joy, and I'm a lifestyle designer and spiritual success coach, and I work with women to create the life and business of their dreams. And so with that being said, I've obviously had my whole journey, and how the hell did I get here, right? We all have one of those stories. And within that, I've also been trained as an NLP practitioner, neuro-linguistic programming, which is really diving deep into the subconscious mind and how do we reprogram all those values, beliefs, everything that makes us do the things we do so that we can really essentially hack our brain and set us up for success, happiness, abundance, whatever it is that we're striving for. I'm also certified in EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, which is what we're going to be doing today, which is a very, very fast and effective and easy tool to bust past any fear, any anxiety, any limiting belief. It's even been used clinically for patients with PTSD, although I don't specialize in that type of emotional freedom technique. And also, so use this for yourself if you are a coach, because I know Kayla attracts a lot of coaches and network marketers. Just, use this technique with integrity. Feel free to share it with others. But if you're, taking it to help someone with PTSD or some kind of extreme mental health condition, for example, just have some integrity and maybe let a professional handle that. If it's for you and your clients just over any general anxiety or fear, go for it if you feel confident to do so. Otherwise, just use it for yourself. It's a very powerful tool. There's a few millionairesses in here who I've known prior to jumping into this group, and I've shared this tool with them, and they're now obsessed. One of them has even taken a certification for it as well. So I'm really excited to share this with you. So today we're going to be diving in. I'm really curious, actually, before we get started, who has done tapping before or emotional freedom technique? Just say like a yes or a me, give me a thumbs up, something like that, just so I know how fresh we are. That way I know how deep we need to go into learning. And I know the comments tend to lag a little bit, so I'll give you guys a second to just say yes, me, or not me. And don't be shy. If you've never done tapping before, just say not me. That way I know who I'm talking to. We have one yes. We have one heart. I'm still waiting for more comments. Yes. Okay, let's see. I'm going to wait a few more times to see if there's any no's, just so I know where we're at. Not me. Okay, cool. Thank you, Kayla, for sharing. Not me. Okay, so we're about 50-50, it looks like. Oh, no, we're not. We're getting more not me's. Okay, awesome. So let's start from the very beginning. Very brief overview. No, no, no. Awesome. Oh, there's a lot of no's. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, you ladies are in for a treat. So tapping is a technique that I've known about for years. Like before I was even coaching and I was in my own healing journey, I knew about it, but it looked ridiculous, and I was like, there's no way this works. Like, I am not doing this. But it does work. There was a time when I started coming around to it, and it started working for me, so I just kept doing it. I was resistant. I'm not like the perfect A+ student. I was really resistant, and I would only do it when I was forced to do it, like in some kind of seminar. For example, Gabby Bernstein does a lot of tapping, And so when I was in her workshops, we would do it as a group. And that was the only time I would really do it. I wouldn't do it alone at home by myself until only recently, once I saw the shifts kind of take place. So what tapping is essentially we're going to be tapping on, I'm going to show you guys the points, but essentially we're tapping on different energetic meridians in our body. And it's very similar to the, sorry, I just had a window pop up on my screen, I couldn't see. It's very similar to acupuncture. So we're basically tapping on certain acupressure points in our body to shift that energy around. And so you can imagine, we're not all, many of us are holistic in this group. So if you can imagine, our emotions get stored in our body. Same to like the chakra system, right? Every single chakra has some kind of relative emotion and what that means to our body and how that plays out into a physical symptom of some sort even sometimes, right? So we have all these emotions and energy within our body. Our bodies are energy. And when we have these certain emotions that we're not dealing with or catering to, they end up creating blockages in our body. So as we speak truth to these emotions, and while we're tapping on these energetic meridian points, we are then able to shift the energy within our body so that we no longer feel the heaviness in our chest, the panic in our brain, the shakiness even, the butterflies in our stomach, whatever it might be that you're feeling, right? So some people might have very physical responses. For me, most often, it's not like that. Sometimes I get panic disorder, but usually it's really just my mind just races, and whatever I'm dealing with will consume a lot of space in my head, which I don't want it to, obviously. We don't want that, right? So that's where I go to tapping. I'm like, okay, I need to chill out. Let's tap. So that's what tapping is used for, and that's how it works. So before we dive in, let me touch base with these comments. What do we have? No clue what that even is, but I'm excited to learn. Awesome. I was resistant to it. Yes, I was resistant to it too. So, okay. So with that being said, today we're going to be talking about tapping related to money mindset and our worthiness, because this is a business group, right? We're all striving for certain business goals, and our mindset, from what I've noticed within my own journey and my clients' journeys, is that our mindset around our worthiness and what we truly believe we're capable of and what we truly feel we're worth, and also our money mindset, are two big things that truly dictate our success as entrepreneurs. Because the truth is, you can have all the systems in place, you can have a fantastic lead magnet, but if you're not believing that you're even capable of the results that you desire, you're not going to see the success. It's just not going to happen. And I've had my own belief in that. Like, I had a coaching certification for 4 years before I even did anything with that certification, because I lacked the confidence. I didn't know where to start, how to start. I was like, why me? Nobody's going to ever want my work. So I just did nothing. So I really had to dive into my mindset and my worthiness as I started this journey, so that I didn't go back to that place where I was. That was now 7 years ago, but that place, my mind dictated my life, and your mind will continue to dictate your life, which is why it's so important to do this type of work. So ladies, we're going to be doing money mindset. Please tell me, I want to make this as customizable to you as possible. Please tell me some of your biggest money fears, some of your biggest work anxieties, and then let's start there. Tell me some of your biggest money fears, some of your biggest work anxieties, just so I can see where we're at, so I can cater this to you. And again, this is a safe space. Kayla's done an amazing job at creating a safe, sacred community where we all love and support each other. So please feel free to get as vulnerable as possible, because that allows me to serve you in a greater way. So where do you feel blocked in your business? Is it that there's not enough money? Is it that you're scared to invest? Is it that your clients just aren't showing up? Okay, we have some comments coming in. Let me see. If I have any, I'm not aware of them. Okay. I have a hard time asking people to buy into me, so selling, okay. I love that. Why would anyone pay for what I have to offer? So that's worthiness, good. Money fear, I don't deserve financial security. No money fears. I feel money is always there for me. I struggle with anxiety and feeling insecure. Okay, so a lot of you ladies are more into worthiness. Money anxiety, it will run out. That's mine, just so you ladies know. I grew up with like my complex is that it's never enough. Like never enough money, not pretty enough, not smart enough, not popular enough, just not enough in any way possible. So I can relate to that one. Okay, what else do we have? Creating value or a product to sell to my podcast listeners. Business, afraid of rejection, being judged, and failing. Okay, this is good. There's never enough. Okay, so we have a mixture, I would say, based off of who's commented. We have a mixture of money fears, of money running out, not having enough, and then also the worthiness piece of truly owning who you are and why you're here. Does that resonate? Give me a yes if that feels good to you. We have some more comments coming through showing others how what I do can provide. Yes. I'm afraid of what certain people think of me. Ooh, yes, me too, for the longest time. Okay, good. This is exciting. So that's step one. Now I know your pain points and what it is that you're struggling with. Before we dive in, next thing I want to know is, what are those pleasure things? Like, what are you truly doing this for? What do you want to gain as a result of being a successful entrepreneur? What does freedom look like to you? Give me a little blurb just so I can see where we're going with this, please. Do we have any comments yet? Paradise Points, ladies. What do you truly want? Why are you here? Is it the consistent 10K months, for example? Everybody talks about those when you're first starting out, right? But if that's a consistent 10K months, that's not enough. What do you truly expect to get from those 10K months? If you're striving for 400K, you know, what does that mean to you? Like, what does your life look like? It's not the number that we want. It's the freedom or the accessibility or the things that you're able to do with that number. So let me know what it is that you're currently striving for. I want to be my own boss, inspiring women to realize their potential to do anything. Yes, Jessica, I relate to you. Time and money never be an issue. It's what freedom means. Exactly. So what does that mean to you? What does freedom mean to you? Mom's an option. Beautiful. Okay. Giving back to community. Yes. Okay. Kayla says travel. I'm with her on that. I am so lit up by travel. It's insane. Showing my girls anything is possible. Okay, beautiful. So now I have an idea of where you guys are currently at, where you want to take this. So we're going to dive in. I have a beautiful script, a tapping script that I've made. I'll share it with you ladies if you want. If you enjoyed this, I can drop it in the comments later on. And I'm actually just going to follow the script because it's pretty on point for the fears you mentioned, the blocks you brought up. And I have one other resource I can give you as well. So before we dive in, I'm just going to show you what tapping looks like and so how you can do it. So there's different energetic points in the body, the tapping points that we're going to be tapping on. And again, if this is your first time, allow yourself to feel foolish. Like, I was so resistant to it at first. If this is completely new to you, you're going to be like, what am I doing? This is so strange. But just go with it. Go with it and trust that you're going to get some kind of result, and you will. Allow yourself to make a fool of yourself, because that's really what entrepreneurship is all about. It's trying new things, breaking out of your comfort zone, and allowing yourself to see what works and what doesn't work. So, different energetic points of the body and how we tap. So before you start, you always rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, and you ask yourself, how deep or heavy does this fear currently feel? So, for example, a lot of you were talking about the feeling of not enoughness and the money running out or it not coming in fast enough. So we'll just use a general statement of not enoughness. That way it can relate to everybody. So the feeling of money not being ever enough, never being enough, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to write down, what is that to you? How heavy does that feel currently? When you think of money never being enough. And if you feel brave enough, you can also drop it in the comments. That way I know. And then once you have that number written down, you're basically going to start with an activation point. So the activation point is the karate chop point. So we always start here on the side of your hand, and we say the statement 3 times. So it looks like this very briefly. It'll be like, even though it's never enough money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And then you'll repeat that. And then once you do the activation point 3 times, you go to the eyebrow. So like basically where your third eye is, like you can either do 2 hands or 1 hand. It doesn't matter, whatever you feel comfortable with, but eyebrow. And then we'll go to the side of the eye. And then we'll go to under the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone. So like if you feel like your collarbone and then in between your boobs is kind of like a fleshy point right here, that's where you're tapping. And then rib cage, again, where like your bra strap is, the band of your bra. And then top of the head. So that's one sequence. And every time we're tapping, we're going to be saying a certain affirmation. First, we're going to be bringing voice to the fear while we tap. And then we're going to be reframing and speaking truth into who we really are, why we're here, and what our purpose is, so that we can essentially release ourselves of that limiting belief. Are we ready? How do we feel? Okay, we have a 6, we have a 10, we have an 8. Money 10, self-worth 3. Okay, good. So we'll focus more on money because that seems where most people are. So we're going to dive in. So we'll focus on money, and then just so you know, for the ladies who are looking more for self-worth, I have a training on Instagram. It's an IGTV video. I'll post a link to it in this group. That way you can just go watch it and do it on your own time. If you feel relief from this video, by the way, make this a part of your daily practice for 10 days, 30 days, however long you feel necessary, but commit to it and you'll see a shift, okay? So let's dive in. Ready? Take a nice big deep breath. We start tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I believe that there is never enough money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I believe that there is never enough money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I believe that there is never enough money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So I have this limiting belief that's holding me back. I believe that it's really hard to make good money. And so therefore, I believe that's never enough. I feel hopeless. I feel lost and confused. And a part of me even feels afraid of what might happen if I actually allow myself to live in abundance. I'll say that one again with you guys. It was a little long. And a part of me is actually afraid of what might happen if I allow myself to live in abundance. Will I just lose it all again? So I decide to stay small. After all, money doesn't grow on trees. I have so much debt. So many bills to pay for. So many responsibilities. It's never ending. How will I ever get out of this? I just don't see a way out. It's never enough. Never enough. Or is it? Is that a lie I've been telling myself? But then why do I feel it to my very core? It feels so real. Maybe I've experienced this before, where I had abundance and then I sabotaged it by believing that it wasn't enough. I'll say that one more time with you girls. It was a little long. Where I had abundance, then sabotaged it all by believing that it wasn't enough. Perhaps that's just a belief that's manifesting into reality because that's what I'm pouring my energy into. What if it isn't even real? What if feeling broke is actually worse than having faith and living abundantly and stepping beyond my comfort zone? I'll say that one more time with you ladies. What if feeling broke is actually worse than having faith and living abundantly and stepping beyond my comfort zone? Keep tapping. Now we're going back to the eyebrow and we're reframing. I choose to let go of this belief. I realize that if I don't step into my abundance or my greatness and fulfill my financial potential, I'm actually hurting myself. I'll say that again with you as well. I realize that if I don't step into my greatness and fulfill my financial potential, I'm actually hurting myself. I don't grow by staying in my comfort zone. Staying broke is simply just a justification for me to stay in my comfort zone. And when I stay in my comfort zone, I'm not just hurting myself. I keep others from tapping into their true potential. Because I teach them that it's okay to play small. And therefore, I perpetuate this limiting belief beyond me. It creates a ripple effect in the universe, and it starts with me. I'll say that again with you. And therefore, I perpetuate this limiting belief beyond me. It creates a ripple effect into the universe. It starts with me. Having more wealth and worthiness actually means I have more resources. And having more resources means I can create and contribute more. And spend more time with family and friends. Which means I deserve to live abundantly. I actually have more self-worth when I live abundantly. And more freedom to enjoy my life. So in fact, abundance is my birthright. Say that one again. In fact, abundance is my birthright. More time and freedom to enjoy with my family and friends. More resources to give back to charities and organizations. And even more energy to fulfill my life's purpose. It's safe for me to have lots of money. It's safe for me to let go of the unworthiness I have around money. I welcome abundance into my life. And look forward to my unlimited earning potential. My financial freedom is here and now. It gets to be easy. Money flows to me with ease and grace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to say that one last time, and I want you to really feel it. Feel that abundance flowing right into you, that you better be smiling. Let's go. One more time. My financial freedom is here and now. It gets to be easy. Money flows to me with ease and grace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Release your hands. Take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale out. And for a minute, just recognize, where are you on that scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. How heavy does the feeling of money never being enough feel? And let me know in the comments. I think the comments are lagging. I'm not seeing anything yet. Essentially, if you guys have or haven't posted where you're at, you want to feel your number should typically come down. If it's still super high, you're going to want to do that sequence again. You can just watch the replay of this video. Ideally, you want to be around, I like to say, a 3 to a 0. If you're not below a 5, go and do it again. You can stop whenever you want to stop, but I mean, a 0 means the fear has eradicated, at least for now, right? It doesn't mean that's going to be gone forever, but it means that at least you're feeling into more freedom, more flow, more abundance at this current moment. And when that, when ego comes in, you know what to do now. You have a tool. You can just take a minute, go to your bedroom, lock yourself in a bathroom if you're in public, and just tap it out. You know exactly what to do. And there's no white, I feel oddly relaxed, like I just had a massage, I think that is. I think Adrian said, yes, 4, 3. Okay, now all the comments are coming in. Number went down. Yes, exactly. So the number went way down for a lot of you. You're all in that 4 to 3 range, so that's up to you if you want to go through the cycle again, or if you're comfortable at that number, right? So this tool is always there for you. There's no right or wrong. You can just literally talk about it. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Like, I'll be starting off strong with my affirmations, and then I'll be like, blank head, like, what do I say now? So I'll just repeat the same affirmation over and over again until a different thought or emotion comes into my head to switch it up. I will drop this script below for you. It's been designed in a way where you can actually insert your own limiting beliefs to make it more accustomed to you. That way you have that and you can make it relatable to you. Kayla, I did my numbers backwards, although I thought 10 was good. Oops, I feel 1. And Kayla's right down to a 1. How many times should we tap each meridian? Again, so there's no right or wrong. So you're just going to tap as long as it takes for you to say that affirmation or that word, whatever you're saying. If it's a short word like never enough, for example, that's really only 2 taps. So I like to get in around 5 taps at least, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enough where I kind of feel that energy moving. Does that make sense, Nicole? Let me know if that helps. Thank you for the script. Sorry, I'm between calls, looking forward to rewatching. Amazing. For those of you who are watching the replay, please let me know how you liked this. If you ladies have any questions at all, you can drop them in this comment, this thread. I'll be here answering your questions. If you enjoyed this, please tag both Kayla and I on Instagram. That way, as many women can increase their abundance as possible. Clearly you saw how effective it was for you, and there's so many more people out there who need this type of work. So please share that out. I will put the script below, and I'm wishing you ladies a happy and fantastic Wednesday. Do we have any questions before I hop off? No questions? All right, well then, I hope you ladies enjoyed this. Have a fantastic Wednesday, and reach out to me anytime. Bye.